It's true, there is no physics at all in this video. How do they even do that?
This is SportsCenter.
Hey, I'm Robertson, and we start with some big Leafs news this morning. As the team came to an agreement with RFA Nick Robertson on a one-year deal worth $875K. Earlier this offseason, there were rumors of Robertson wanting out of Toronto, but for the time being, he will remain a Leaf, and arguably his best opportunity to contribute in his career. The Leafs' top six features Matthews, Marner, JT, and Nylander, but with Tyler Bertuzzi gone, Matthew Knies, Bobby McMann, and now Robertson figure to be the best options to crack that top six. Robertson had career highs in games played, goals, assists, and points last season. And at just 22 years old, Toronto still believes he's got a lot more to his game. It's tough to root for someone who wanted to go if he really did want to go. You know what? It's fine. We'll let him ease into the hot tub of the season. We love that analogy all week. As for TSN's hockey insider Darren Dreger, this move could also lead to a couple of others for the Buds, as they're apparently in on Max Pacioretty and Yanni Hakanpää. Speaking on the ice, and it sounds like Sid the Kid is close to an extension with the Penguins during the NHL Player Media Tour. Crosby said he was, quote, optimistic that a deal will get done before the start of the season. The 37-year-old is set to enter his final year of a 12-year, $104.4 million deal. And this stat is crazy, because despite that deal being signed so long ago, it still remains the fourth largest in NHL history. The two-time Olympic gold medalist and three-time Stanley Cup champion is entering his 20th season in the league, and is just 4 points shy of 1,600 in his career. It's pretty incredible just how consistent Crosby has been, though. Since entering the league back in 2005, Crosby ranks first in assists and points. He's second in goals, but that's just because he's up against Alex Ovechkin, who, by the way, is only 42 shy of breaking Gretzky's record.
I swear to God!
And Crosby is not showing any signs of slowing down. Over the last 5 seasons, Crosby has scored more goals and points than each of the previous years. Last season, his 42 goals were 11th most in the entire league, while his 94 points were good for 12th. This is what we call aging like a fine wine. And to put his influence into perspective, Crosby and the Penguins made the playoffs 16 straight seasons, from 2007 to 2022. But it's been 2 years since they played playoff hockey. So even if Crosby does increase his scoring output again, does that put him in the playoffs, or has the Penguins' window closed? Now joined by Matthew Shinetti from Texas. And Shooter, I know you typically like to eat clean. I once heard a story about you going to a fancy brunch spot in Manhattan and ordering egg whites. But you're in Texas. Are you going to add a little cheat meal, a little barbecue perhaps, or are you going to keep it lame?
Listen, there ain't nothing wrong with egg whites. Although I hear that the best press box meal in the NFL is at Jerry World, and I like me some chicken and ribs. So if there are chicken and ribs on the offering tonight inside AT&T Stadium, buddy, I'm getting after it.
Classic media guy waiting for the free meal. Honestly, I can't hate. I do the same. Okay, Matthew, this is a huge game for Canada against Mexico, especially coming off a win over the Americans on U.S. soil. We know it's just a friendly, but if Canada wins this, can we maybe say that they're the best team in North America?
The team may not say that, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say it. If they beat Mexico tonight, they are the best informed team in CONCACAF. And the no context stat is Canada has only won, if they beat Mexico tonight, 3 of Jesse Marsch's first 10 games, and they need more depth. And they need to finish their chances, and that means they need more depth in scoring. But watch the way this team plays. Now that we've seen them go to France and tie France and get to the semifinals of Copa America, and if they were to finish this window beating the Americans and the Mexicans, they are the informed team in North America.
You've been around the players for the last few days. What is the confidence level with this team heading into tonight?
Well, the confidence is high right now. I've been around this team for so many years. They've always liked each other. They really like winning. But if we're going to poke some holes here, as much as the confidence is so high, they've created a lot of chances. They've been super physical, but they got to put those chances away. And as much as they are confident right now going into this game, a couple players have told me the best way for Canada to keep moving forward is to really put the hammer down, take the handbrake off, win a game by 2 or 3 goals. Now, is that going to happen tonight against Mexico, a team that Canada hasn't beaten on U.S. soil in 24 years? I don't know. But their confidence tells me that they're getting close to a dominant performance.
Shooter, a pleasure as always, and please, treat yourself. You're in Texas. Guess what, friends? It's promo time. No, I'm supposed to do the guns first. Okay, that was right. Listen, I was supposed to get a mini stick because they want me to do the Michigan. I couldn't find a mini stick, but I did find him. It's promo time. You know it's gonna be something special. We're bringing promo time back. And this video is definitely it. As Cole Caulfield was on the ice with Jesse and Puck, showing off his skills as the boys put his hands, shot, and skating to the test.
So what we're gonna do is first we're gonna do just a regular Michigan beside the net. Then we're gonna do one trying to skate and do a Michigan. Okay. And then we're gonna try to do one on our backhand.
You only needed one.
And he goes bar down.
You're up, bud.
Oh, you know what? I think he's
Close.
going to do it.
The mission miss.
Not fast enough.
What do you mean not fast enough? Okay, let's do it from the corner now. We're gonna do one skating.
Level 2 here. 1.
I feel like he's just going to leave it to the third try just to really show off.
Or he'll just do it his second try. Not a big deal.
I can't believe Jesse got that one in. I'm more surprised with Jesse than Cole, honestly. But don't worry, Jesse has plenty of fails in the full video. He just really wanted us to show you his one win. And you can watch that video by heading to Bar Down's brand new YouTube channel. Or if you're watching us on Insta, just click the link below. And if you haven't subscribed to the new Bar Down channel yet, what are you waiting for? We've got so many quizzes out. In fact, your girl and producer of the show, Christopher Hine, did pretty well in the last GeoGuessr quiz. So, give us some love. All right, we got some big F1 news this morning. As design guru Adrian Newey is signing with Aston Martin as their new managing technical partner. Let's bring in Tim Harini to get right into this. Tim, just how big a deal is this for Aston Martin?
Oh yeah, Marissa, this is massive news. I put it right up there with Lewis Hamilton moving over to Ferrari. That's just how much of a talent Adrian Newey is in the Formula One world. All of the teams on the grid were trying to get Adrian Newey's services after he announced that he was leaving Red Bull Racing at the end of April. And sources have told me that the contract that Adrian has been given by Aston Martin, roughly in around 20 to 25 million per year, there were other teams that were willing to offer him even more. So that tells you just how much this Aston Martin project means to him and how interested he was in joining the team. And I think on top of all that, Lawrence Stroll spearheading this initiative to go out and get Adrian Newey and bring him in to their team. It's an incredible story, and I think on top of all that, super exciting for Aston Martin to see what they can do now come 2026, because he won't start at the team until March 2025, and he'll be working towards the brand new F1 regulation change that comes in for 2026.
Real quick, Tim, how much does him leaving hurt Red Bull?
Oh yeah, this is absolutely devastating for Red Bull Racing, and we can make the argument that they're already starting to feel the pain of him leaving back in April, as we've seen the car's performance just really start to tail off and drop off. And you really look at Red Bull Racing right now, and they kind of look like a dog chasing its tail, trying to figure out where have they gone wrong. But that's what an Adrian Newey can do for you. He can come in and he can help right the ship and point you in the right direction. So yeah, looking forward for Red Bull Racing. It could be very difficult times for them ahead.
Tim Harini, a pleasure as always.
All right, thanks very much for having me, Marissa. Really appreciate it. Thanks to producer Chris as well.
And you can watch the Azerbaijan Grand Prix this Sunday on TSN. Coverage begins at 6:30 a.m. Eastern, 3:30 Pacific. So don't even go to bed, Vancouver, okay? Don't even go to bed. Even though you kind of have to because everything closes at 10. It's tough. That's it for me today. We'll see you back tomorrow at 3 Eastern, no Pacific. Have a good one.